This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show. This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show.
YouTube, what is up? I'm your homeboy Josh, back at you, and today we're taking a look at not the Envii Lock Nest, which we took a look at not too long ago. Today we're looking at the Envii Terra. The Envii Terra is capable of firing 8-core coils, 8 cores of wires, which, you know, these days, a lot of SubOhm tanks do that sort of thing, right? Well, here's the kicker. This thing's a rebuildable. Yeah, this thing is a rebuildable that does 8 cores of wires, 8 vertical coils. Was. There we go. So what's the big deal, right? You might be asking yourself. A lot of tanks, SubOhm tanks, have 8 cores, have more than 8 cores, have, you know, 16 cores, have whatever these days. I mean, it's kind of crazy, the SubOhm tanks, the mega SubOhm tanks that are out these days, and how much power you can push through these devices. Well, that's where this device comes in. So you really like those sorts of devices, but you want something where you can rebuild it. You can get more mileage out of your device because you can rebuild your coils, you can restuff them with cotton, you can do whatever you want with it. Well, that's what's great about this device. It kind of vapes very similarly to those devices. Very hot, a lot of vapor production, pushing a lot of power through your device. Well, that's what this is, except that you're not limited by your coil head anymore. You can really customize this in terms of whether you want to vape, you know, 2 coils or 4 coils, 6 coils, 8 coils, and it's easy enough to rewick that you're not going to spend hours trying to figure out how to rebuild a SubOhm head. It's very straightforward here. What I first noticed about the device, though, is how easy it is to fill. To fill this device, it's just a quarter turn, that's it. Pop it off, and it's got big old fill ports right in the top. Perfect for unicorn bottles, perfect for dropper bottles, everything here works great. And then closing it on up, like I said, it's just a quarter turn. So you pop this on, quarter turn just like that, tight as a tick again. It's not a whole lot of unscrewing, it's not like some weird slide mechanism. It's just very, very easy. Quarter turn, pop it open, fill it, quarter turn, close it up. That's it. I will say I'm very glad that I don't have 8 cores in here. The first thing that I did when I got it was actually take out 2 of the cores, because I just knew looking at it that 8 cores was going to be too much. Too much. I didn't have the power to fire something like that. To fire something like that, you need a mod that's going from, I don't know, 250 to 300 watts really. And I don't have a 300 watt mod yet, believe it or not, so I need one. But that's besides the point. You need something like that if you're going to be firing all 8 cores. So I took out 2 of them, and now I'm vaping it at about 150 watts, which is pushing it to more than 6 volts, but it works. It's cloudy, it's flavorful. It does a fine job at vaporizing your liquid, I will say that. Comes with 2 different options for how you want to work with the tank. It comes with a tank that goes all the way from here down to the bottom, and it also comes with a tank that goes from here down to about halfway, and then you've got this sort of ultem airflow sleeve that you can slip in there. And the way the ultem airflow sleeve works is it has little notches cut into each area where it lines up with one of your 8 coils. It's awesome. I have used it both ways with these 6 coils. I've used it with and without this ultem airflow sleeve. I hate it without the ultem airflow sleeve. I don't like it one bit. It actually, in my experience, would leak if I didn't have the ultem airflow sleeve in place. If I was just using the tank itself that went all the way down, it would leak constantly. The ultem airflow sleeve, for some reason, when that's in there, it's not leaking anymore. The other thing is that the coils were not getting enough airflow when I had just the glass tank in and it was covering up the entire tank. You know, it really needs that ultem airflow sleeve to get that extra airflow to the coils. If you're going to be going at like 6 coils and up, maybe if you're going with 4 coils and lower, you can take this out and just have the tank. But I love it. I like it a lot better with the ultem airflow sleeve, if you ask me. Just works better. Cools the coils more efficiently, better flavor, better vapor production. Not enough air was getting to the coils before. It surprised me just how easy it was to change out coils in this device. I mean, there's a learning curve to it. You've got to, it takes you doing it a couple times, I think, before you get a feel for it. But changing out the coils isn't really that difficult at all. They just kind of sort of sit there is what's going on. They sort of sit there, can fit the cotton through the coil, and then you're going to push the cotton into the upper end of the section where the coil is going to fit. And then down into the base, it's going to sit right in this little section that, you know, runs top to bottom on this little build place that you have here. It does the trick, it works. And if you're not using one of the coils, you get like one of these little plastic plugs, these little rubber plugs that you use to plug that empty space so that juice is not running down into that area anymore. And it works fed by gravity, basically. Juice is coming down into the wicks from the bottom of the tank. Basically all this little white area right over here on the bottom of the tank, that's all wick sticking out from the bottom of the tank, coming up through here into here, and then your coils are right over here. You'd be surprised how well it works considering how it's put together. I've had, you know, mixed experiences with sort of gravity-fed kind of devices, but I'd say that this works pretty well. Once the ultem airflow chamber is in there, I'm not getting any leaking at all. I'm not having any issues with leaking whatsoever. I'm not getting any issues with spitback or anything like that. It's just a good, clean vape. Cloudy, flavorful. I have to say I'm very happy with the way the Terra behaves and with the sort of vape that it allows for while maintaining a rebuildable quality to it. I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with SubOhm tanks. Sometimes a vape on a SubOhm tank can be just fine. My thing about SubOhm tanks is I don't like buying coils over and over again. I like being able to rebuild, you know, and SubOhm tanks, yeah, there are hacks you can use. You can try and kind of rebuild them, kind of reuse them X number of times, but nothing quite beats a rebuildable for me in terms of usability, in terms of customization, in terms of all that. I don't have to buy, you know, 10 different kinds of coil heads to customize my vape. I can just build this thing however I want, whatever configuration I want. You know, the way that it is, you know, I haven't tried it yet. I probably will. Tried it with, you know, some micro fused Claptons or some micro Clapton coils at the very least. I mean, it's doable. These things will be able to fit in here. It's just a matter of matching up the outer diameter of the coil. That's it. It's got a set place that it needs to fit in. As long as the outer diameter of the coil will fit in that place, it'll work fine. So there's lots of options with this device, lots of things that you can do with it that I haven't even yet begun to explore yet. So the Envii Terra, as far as, you know, mega tanks go and rebuildable tanks go, I don't think there's a rebuildable tank out there that's going to allow for you to conveniently and easily build octo coils in it without a lot of finagling. I suppose you could with a lot of devices, but it's going to be rough. If you were into that octo coil, septo coil kind of vape, and you're into SubOhm tanks, you're gonna dig this kind of thing. It's that same sort of vape that you're used to getting from that that mega ultra sub-ohm tank kind of thing in a device that you can build yourself and wick yourself and put on, you know, the same sort of mod that you're used to vaping those, you know, crazy sub-ohm tank coils with. I mean, it's going to work with that. 2 coils, 4 coils, 6 coils, 8 coils, and yeah, you can even do odd numbers too. It's just a matter of plugging the space that you're not using with the rubber insert it comes with. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's a pretty flexible device. So what I like about the Terra is that it's going to appeal to a wide range of people. It's going to appeal to those sub-ohm tank lovers because those ultra mega sub-ohm tanks, super tanks, or whatever you want to call them, you know, they have, you know, 8 coil plus, you know, coils that you buy for these, but there's expense. I mean, there's a lot of money that you can throw into coils like that, you know, and it adds up quick. With this, you can just kind of rebuild them as you go, and it's very, very easy to rebuild these. It's, you know, it takes time to rebuild these. With some people, it's worth saving that bit of money so that they can put in the extra time to rewick these without having to go out and buy the new coils every single time. For some people, it's worth it to put in that extra time so they don't have to spend the extra money. For those people, this device is going to be great. It's also going to be great for those people that just want like a really versatile, you know, rebuildable RTA, you know, something that you can have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 8 coils and a simple system to build them in. A simple system that allows you to put, you know, spaced coils in here and, you know, without the use of any regular tools. I mean, this doesn't require a screwdriver. It doesn't require screws of any kind. These coils are just kind of sitting in this space because they're the right length and they're the right width, and it allows them just to sit in the space provided here. A toolless sort of build option for someone that wants a very simplistic, basic RTA. Now you're gonna have those naysayers that say, you know, you can't just put coils in there without getting them firing correctly first and da 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 da. You can. You can. It's been working for, you know, sub-ohm tanks forever. Ever since we've had sub-ohm tanks, we've got coils that are not primed, that are not pre-fired, that are stuffed with cotton and work just fine. It's the same sort of principle here. The reason it works is because the coils are spaced. Since the coils are spaced, they don't need to be, you know, pre-fired or shaped or anything like that. They're not contact coils, so it works just fine here. It's a great vape. Anyway, guys, that is the Terra from Envii. It's been a pleasure as always. I appreciate all the things you guys do, the likes, the comments, the shares, all that good stuff. 2 more ways that you can help support the channel. I have a list of affiliate links in the bottom of the description on every video, and there's a Patreon account as well if you feel like making a contribution to the channel. Anyway, until next time, I'm your homeboy Josh. Vape on, vapors.